In the late 1800s, Union troops would enter Little Rock, Arkansas, where they would set up encampment in an area known later as 9th Street. 9th Street in the early 1900s is a location known for Black-owned businesses, shops, and churches.
My name is Matthew McCoy. I am the executive director for the Friends of Dreamland. We are the nonprofit organization that is restoring the Dreamland Ballroom on the 3rd floor of the historic Taborian Hall, which is the 3-story brick building on West 9th Street in downtown Little Rock. Club Morocco was the last club, the last facility up in the ballroom, and they closed in 1968, and there has been no one listed as putting in the ballroom since then. The nonprofit was started by Carrie McCoy.
I'm the founder of Arkansas Flag and Banner that's housed in the historical Taborian Hall in downtown Little Rock and has the Dreamland Ballroom, the famous Dreamland Ballroom, on the 3rd floor of the Taborian Hall. I don't feel like I picked this building. I feel like this building picked me. I would drive down the 630 freeway on my way to work in the morning, and I would see this beautiful brick building off to the side. And I would think, if my business ever got big enough, I would love to be in that old, beautiful building.
Right here where we're parked, this used to be a funeral home. And if y'all come over here, the sidewalks are really wide, and those are the same width of the sidewalks from back in the day. And they made them really wide because there were so many people walking on them. Yeah. But right here. Well, I have to cut this now, I can't find it. This is Miller's funeral home, but this is where it was right here. Between, and then right here somewhere between the funeral home and that way was a 2-story hospital for the urban area. Between here and Philander College over there was a graveyard.
Where the interstate is?
630 is. They put the graveyard or the interstate right over the graveyard.
Huh, Arkansas has a
Tendency.
history of doing that.
So let's go this way. But yeah, that just floored us when we were told. And I imagine it was an all black cemetery. Yes, because all the white people were buried over in Mount Holly. Well, there is one black person that is buried in Mount Holly.
The Dreamland Ballroom has had many talented artists come and sing in this very room. Musicians like Ray Charles, Louis Armstrong, B.B. King, Duke Ellington, and Etta James, just to name a few.
I am a professional Arkansas historian. I have a degree in U.S. history and a minor in Arkansas and Southern Studies, and almost a minor completed in African American Studies. So this is a very important subject to me. But this whole area is very important to Arkansas history because on September 10th, 1863, the Union Army, they came and occupied downtown Little Rock. And they were known to be very tolerant of slaves that had been just abandoned or slaves that had been left. The Union Army was camped here in what is now 9th Street and what became the heart of the African American Black community of downtown Little Rock. And so some of the slaves that were all of a sudden set free, had nowhere to go and nothing to eat, nowhere to sleep, they came here and the Union Army fed them and gave them shelter. And so they just kind of stayed here, and this is where they made their businesses and their homes, and the neighborhood flourished here for years to come.
The Taborian Hall was built by black labor and funded from the different chapters of the organization from across the state. In fact, the area from Broadway to Ringo Street was known as the African American area of Little Rock. And in the 1920s, the African Americans were known as the prosperous race.
This area was called the Line. And it was called the Line, 9th Street was, because this is the boundary between blacks and whites. Blacks didn't cross over the line, whites didn't cross over the line. If you were an African American and you were on 9th Street at any of the businesses or even here in this building, you could relax. You could have fun, you could celebrate with your family and your friends. But if you stepped out of here, then you walked into Jim Crow South. And Jim Crow South in downtown Little Rock was very hard.
A man was sitting on the stoop talking to his friend who they owned was it a billiards? It wasn't billiards, it was a club down in the basement. Okay, well, the guy had relations with another guy's wife, and the guy walked up and shot him. He died right here. But as far as we know, nobody died inside. But also you'll see a door and where there was stairs down in the basement too.
And the whole time she's doing those initial renovations, which included putting a roof on the building. She bought it completely open. The whole time she's doing all of this, she's getting old black men and women coming to the front door. They start telling her these stories about who they saw perform here and, you know, that their parents or they worked in the building doing this or that, or they had a retail space of some kind or a restaurant and she kind of found out, you know, that 9th Street was the original sort of historic black business district of Little Rock. Now there's 2 books and a documentary, and you know, we're 3 decades into the restoration of this old building, because it is the last standing building of that former black business district that was on 9th Street.
I'm Blake Woodson with Sweet and Sour Paranormal. I'm co-founder and investigator of the team. The whole area around the building and the building itself is just saturated with history. And that's probably the main reason that I was so excited after those interviews to investigate the building. Truthfully, didn't think that we would really find that much because what I had heard was very little. A man showing up with a trumpet in the audience when people were on stage, and then women's voices down in the basement. That was it. That's all I had ever heard about. Turns out we got some pretty good stuff. We used the Estes method and got a lot of responses from the Estes method. And what the Estes method is you use a spirit box, which it goes through frequencies of radio stations, and spirits are supposed to be able to communicate through multiple frequencies that it scans through. So the Estes method is using the spirit box with headphones on that drowns out all other sounds, and then you blindfold yourself. So basically the only one of your senses that is actually working during the time is your hearing.
How are you doing tonight?
1, maybe explore.
How much fun are we gonna have tonight? Tell me that.
Seems like.
Yeah, we're ready. What are the fun things we're gonna do tonight?
Maybe William? Maybe it was the name William?
Is William here? That's
Wanted to?
You are the number 6?
You are the number 1?
What if it's William wanted to? I am.
William.
Tell me. Explore.
We're going to. Where do you want us to go first? His name is...
Your life?
Do you want to explore your life?
2 missing.
There's 2 missing. You want us to find the 2 unexplained... How do I say that?
Who's missing?
Who's missing?
Play.
Who?
Play. Play.
Play?
Play. I
The
think.
line.
The line. Yes.
Oh.
You want us to play what we don't... Whoa.
Somebody tell them. It's me.
What is it?
He said shut up.
Somebody tell them. It's me.
Tell us about the line.
No.
Why? You want us to explore? We're here for you.
If we explore, what are we going to find?
Yeah.
Where do you want us to go first?
Blue.
Blue.
Blue?
Blue or
I said Lou.
Lou? Lou, what's your business? What business do you have here?
Play.
You like to play here? The atmosphere here
Yeah.
is so much mischievous play. Like, I just want to play. Like, I have been in a joyful, fun mood ever since I've been here.
Or are you in a play on a stage?
do you play the trumpet? Or the sax?
What's your name? State your name.
1 second. I'm here.
State your name. Your name.
Down.
I will not back down. State your name.
In back.
Yeah, you go
Or
back.
in the back.
You're going to the back because you didn't state your name. You're not playing the game very wisely. I see you in the back.
Of course, whenever you turn the microphones and the cameras off, that's when everything starts happening. Unfortunately, it happened for us when we were leaving. There was a lady who coughed or sneezed or something as we were leaving, and there was nobody left in the building. So,
Jeffrey?
Can you say hi? Can you at least say hi?
Nothing. Nothing.
You don't want no one up here?
I don't.
Okay. Where do you want us to go?
I see you.
I see you, boo-boo. I see you.
I don't know you.
Okay.
It's a bad thing.
It's okay.
I like it.
You like it when it's darker?
I see.
Are you nervous? You like to play in the dark?
I like it.
You like it when it's darker?
I see.
Are you nervous? You like to play in the dark?
Great.
You never said.
My brother.
What a dream. They're kind. Honey, don't.
You keep lifting up the thumb. Do the whole thing. The whole thing.
Move over.
You do all 4 fingers. Lift the thumb. Do it. I'll move over.
Hi, my name is Chris Counts. I do audio for Sweet and Sour Paranormal. So when we were investigating Dreamland, one of the things that transpired is while everybody else was in the basement, I went up to the ballroom area. And while I was up there, me and my son were just sitting and taking in the environment, just staying quiet. And from the balcony areas, we were hearing taps. And directly behind me, which is the biggest of the balcony areas, we heard a couple of heavy hits. And so I asked the question, I was like, can you give me one direct hit so that I know that you're actually listening? And that was the hardest tap that I had heard that time. And it's one of the few times that I've actually had chills go up my back just hearing it in that moment. At one point, we were doing an Estes session. And of course, everything sounds like nonsense. I have noise canceling earbuds in at the time. And so I can't hear anything, can't see anything, and I'm just repeating whatever words I'm hearing come through. Michelle? It's like Michelle, but with Michelle. Eat food.
You said something else earlier about a gift. What did you mean by that?
Celebrate. You've heard it before. Numbers. Object. A sign.
What kind of sign?
She knows.
So are we talking? So are we talking a date then? She says it's the
Night. May I touch you?
no. You do not have permission to touch me.
Of the time. Stomach.
So he said when you said about the 30th being this the 30th, he immediately said she knows. Right after that.
I felt a touch over here.
Earlier he said, "May I touch you?" And we said no. So
Who's touching you?
Blue eyes.
what's between 5 and 10, or what's
We like to be left alone.
So many riddles tonight, and I don't understand the game that you're playing. If there's something you want us to tell us, just tell us. Is it just not that easy? You're not able to tell us? It's just like in the spirit world, you're also not able to communicate because you don't have voice to use a voice. So you're also not able to tell us certain things either, and we have to figure it out on our own, but you're able to riddle us clues. Can you give us a different clue?
She should stop.
Okay.
Is it okay if we keep talking?
Risa or Lisa?
So Chris said she should go away.
Right.
She got over there.
She should stop.
Oh, she should stop. That's right.
Attached.
Oh. Does Lisa have blue eyes? As we're trying to figure out who we're talking to or who we're talking about.
You don't know her.
Oh, wow.
So we don't know Lisa. Does Lisa come here for a good time? Can you clear this up for us?
I can protect you.
Can you give us a clear message?
Who are you protecting? I don't know what I've done to you, but if you don't want to talk to me or anybody else in here?
Sounds like someone barking like a chicken. I just hear it sound.
He just say you sound like a chicken.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He said.
This isn't me now. Listen.
There I am. We're hiding here.
Yeah, I know. Why you hiding? Are you chicken, bok bok? Chicken, bok bok? You scared of a little girl?
Who? Sound like that bitch.
Yeah, probably did. I don't even know why you don't like me. Like, you didn't even give me a fair chance. Not even a chance. Well, it's a disadvantage to me when I'm a woman and the dude don't like me.
Smart ass.
Zach. But
I control this place.
Who do you think do you control me?
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm with Sweet and Sour Paranormal. I'm one of the co-founders on the paranormal team, plus also one of the lead investigators. I always know like the vibe or the energy. People like to always talk about the vibe, but for me, it's the energy. I always know going in what the energy is going to be for me, and the energy was going to be good. And every time I go into an investigation, I tell my team what to expect right out of the gate. This is gonna be a crazy night. This is gonna be a fun night. We're gonna have a lot of fun. One of my favorite parts of that night was when I did an Estes session with Chris, and there was two or three different ones that we did, but one stands out so much that twice I was talking to it seemed like the same spirit or energy, and it was very, very personal, and we had like a whole lot of banter back and forth. It looked like me and Chris, but it was me and the energy that was communicating through Chris, and it was very, very personal. This energy knew me, knew things about me, knew my habits, knew my weaknesses. It was attacking me on all these different levels, and again, you would think, like, how was this fun? Well, because it was fun. Everyone was thinking that it was an energy that was there, but it wasn't. It was an energy that come there, that was wanting to communicate with me, and it got really, really personal. And that was the communication that me and Chris was having, and he didn't understand what was going on. When I got home, it was like I don't know if it was a day or two later, I received some more messages on that, and here equals him. It was a spirit that followed Chris, that was there, that was having this blown conversation with me.
Do you think you have
Walk
power?
away.
Nope, I'm getting closer. Now what
Do you think you have power?
Now what are you gonna
You know what time?
1:30. It's not 1:30.
do? It's not about the time. You ready to go?
For you. Just walk.
Whoa.
He's been mean.
Yeah, he
He
has.
sounds like he's being mean.
Would you like to talk to any of these other people in here? Do you have any other opinions about them, or is it just me?
You're the only one talking.
You're the asshole in the room. Whoa. Damn. And I'll be back.
No one's surprised by that.
Are you serious?
Bro, why were you being mean to her?
She knows.
Oh, does she? Well, I don't.
Who are you?
My name's Steven. I think you offended her and ran her out of here.
Good. Goodbye.
You done with me?
Can you talk to somebody else? Can you talk to me? Can you talk to Sean? He came in from Mississippi just to talk to you.
I don't care.
Yeah, you can talk to me.
Why?
Because he came from Mississippi.
Yeah.
It's an option.
Attachment.
Is this Lisa again?
Michelle's back. Will you talk to her?
Smoke it.
She did. She sure did.
So I need to remove the attachment I have, huh? How bad is it?
She screams.
That's weird. Saw torture. Can you tell us anything else about?
No. No, I didn't. Mississippi.
Is that Sean?
I'm here from Mississippi.
I'll go.
You want to follow him home? You want to follow him home? Or him?
Why not?
You can't follow me home. This is your home. That's what you said earlier.
You have to stay
Her
here.
again.
Hello. I'm back.
Get back.
How about if I get closer?
Can I stop?
What got me is the fact that after we finished with the Estes session, and obviously I'd had this very combative conversation, which I felt like I was under for like 20, 30 minutes, it felt like. But when I took off the blindfold and took my earbuds out, everybody was just staring at me like something very significant had just happened, and I felt like a fool because as much as I felt like I knew I was saying, I didn't know how it connected to anything. And in fact, I actually had to ask how much it connected, and I was just constantly told it was super connected the entire time. When you're under and you're saying the things that you're repeating, none of it feels like it could even be part of a conversation. It just feels as random as possible. And the thing is, you're even second guessing yourself in terms of, it's like, am I hearing this? Da-da-da.
Hey, look, it's really, really late. I ain't got time to play no more. We need to get to the point because I got some sleep to happening later on. So can you just go ahead and tell me what you want to tell me? Let's just quit playing the fucking games.
You've heard enough.
No, listen. Listen. You got all the cameras on you.
Not talking.
All right, goodbye.
You won't be alone. You won't be able to talk to him about it.
You're not allowed to follow us home.
None of us. Especially that kid from Mississippi.
Especially him.
You think?
We know. I know.
You're staying here.
I will.
Exactly.
Okay. What's happening in 1 week? Do you know?
Get a really bad headache.
It's probably time to leave.
Yeah.
Better watch out.
You said 14. Wait, get to 9.
Yes.
That's a yes to me. It doesn't sound as much like a...
Can you say something to Sean? Came a long way to talk to you.
That's definitely not human. You?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Stacy? There's 3 people in
Him?
So he's talking. What were you trying to say to Stacy?
I can't help it.
Can't help what? Michelle's coming in. She's the main.
So, it sounded like I just heard a female voice Like that, whatever I heard did not come through here, but there was a female voice. It's,
Did they say, did it say?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm telling you, it was.
Looking.
What are you looking at? What was that?
Love.
You're looking for love?
First time. So, soldier come through. Finally, I asked you.
No, we're asking you.
What am I supposed to know? What are you trying to tell me? Hey, I need to know what you're wanting to tell me.
Restrain.
From what? What do I need to pull back from?
You.
What are you trying to tell me?
Goodbye. 1:30.
Wait a second. Did you just say 1:30?
Right.
Okay, here's the deal. When I left the house today, I got in the car and I said to Chris something about 130. I don't remember why I said 130, but I was talking about the numbers. And while I was saying the numbers, he said, "Did you just say 130?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because that number, I just saw that number, and I just think that's odd that I just saw that number and you just said that number." Now I think it's really odd that he just said that number.
Right.
That's 3 times I've heard. I said the number and Chris thought it was odd on the way here. The fact that he just said 130.
Darling.
Yeah, what's up with the 130? Let me know. 130? 130.
Carrie McCoy is the owner of the Dreamland Ballroom, and she continues her vision to restore it to its former glory. With all of the history surrounding the Dreamland Ballroom and 9th Street, it's tough to definitively say whether the Dreamland Ballroom is haunted. The best way to find out is to visit and see for yourself.
Hello, I'm Blake Woodson, co-founder of Sweet and Sour Paranormal. We had so much fun making this documentary, Haunted the Dreamland Ballroom, that we decided to purchase a brick through their Pave the Way campaign. You can find out more about the Pave Your Way campaign at their website, dreamlandballroom.org. Thank you in advance for your donation and your support of the Dreamland Ballroom.